Bills Mafia. Woo, baby. Do we have a bombshell today? Stefon Diggs, yes, the all-pro 1,000-yard back receiver, our guy, Mr. Him, is officially being shipped to the Houston Texans. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we, the Buffalo Bills, are trading Stefon Diggs to the Texans. Hit that like button one time for the coach, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, whoa. So the news just broke earlier today from Adam Schefter, and basically the conversation is this: we are sending Stefon Diggs along with our 2024 6th-round pick and our 2025 5th-round pick to the Houston Texans, and in return we are getting back their 2025 2nd-round pick that they got in a trade from the Minnesota Vikings. All right, so in terms of the immediate compensation, nothing this year from a draft pick standpoint or even from a player standpoint, but from a positive standpoint, you do get the 2nd-round pick in next year's draft. Now, the other element is this: it's multiple things at play with this Diggs trade kind of leading up to it, and now you know that it has happened and everything that's going to come afterwards as well. But a couple of things were at play. We know, number one, from a cap standpoint, man, we were not in the best situation financially this year. Hence the reason why we've been seeing Brandon Beane do what he's doing what he's been doing, right, in terms of restructures, releasing certain players, and even allowing certain guys to leave in free agency, right? We saw that with Gabe Davis. We obviously have seen other players, like I said, that were here. Trey White, right? Guy that we love, but we had to move on from because of just the money element of it. So when you're throwing in that dynamic, yes, Diggs was going to be a part of that conversation naturally, and that was part of the reason why I want to say it was a week ago when his $18 million was going to become guaranteed, that it was speculation that maybe he was going to get traded or maybe get released, then to ultimately not have to pay those guarantees. But once those guarantees were taken care of, we kind of all were under the assumption that at least for this year, this would probably be the final year for Diggs in Buffalo. Then after that, just naturally, when you got Josh, his contract, you got to reset with some of those other position players. And that's what we always say, your windows with the quarterback. You got multiple windows depending on the guy you got back there. But in this first window, we thought that Diggs was going to at least have one final year to give it another go. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And like I said, it wasn't just the money at play. We know that Diggs at times has been disgruntled, or at least we've been seeing the rumblings of it, whether it's been how he kind of has, demonstrated his frustrations at time on the sideline, or even, when we would talk about just him and Josh, how they push each other, but at the same time, you could see the pressure at times just kind of wearing on their relationship. And then of lately, just taking it to social media, you did kind of see where Diggs was, responding to some people basically pointing out the fact that they feel that, Josh is Josh regardless of who Diggs is, and he doesn't need Diggs. So Diggs kind of took a little bit of an exception to that and said, basically, if that's how you feel, we could find out type thing, kind of alluding to it. And, a couple hours later, we get the trade news, right? So definitely wasn't what we wanted to see today. But at the same time, is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. And the reason I say that is this: when you have the quarterback, you're always in. You're always in the dance. You're always in the conversation. You always legitimately have a chance to win it all. Whereas the wide receivers, the running backs, the pass rushers, every other position, it's cool, but it's secondary to the quarterback. And right now we have Josh. Josh, as I've told you all last year, to me, is the guy. We know Mahomes is Mahomes, but outside of Mahomes, I love Josh. All right. And that's how we rock with it. So with that being the case, does this open up another need from a draft standpoint? Absolutely. We know we got to really, retool that wide receiver room. Love Khalil Shakur. Definitely excited about him coming back. We obviously love the Curtis Samuel pickup as well. But when you lose a Gabe Davis and now, you're losing a Stefon Diggs, we definitely got to up the ante from a production standpoint. So I think draft-wise now, think y'all kind of know where we're looking in that first round, right? Now, the question is, do we stay at 28 or are we going to move up to get something even more dynamic? But we still got time to kind of to figure that out, because this obviously was a little bit sprung on us. But as a whole, man, I still do feel really good about where we are right now because of Josh. This is a quarterback-driven league. You will hear me say that time and time again. You either have that or you don't. We do. So as long as we got that, man, we're not tripping. And to an extent, I also feel that that's how Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott felt also, because if you noticed, we didn't send Diggs to the NFC. Nah, we sent him right down in the AFC, and not just to any run-of-the-mill AFC team either. We sent him to the Texans. Texans pretty good last year, man. Had a playoff game, won a playoff game. They got a young quarterback who they're excited about. Got a nice receiver group in Tank Dell and Nico Collins, but we're not tripping because we got Josh. And as long as you got Josh, you're going to feel great regardless. So that's kind of where we are right now, man. But let me know your thoughts, man, on Diggs getting shipped out of this thing, man. Like I said, man, traded to the Houston Texans. In return, we got we sent him down there with a 6th-round draft pick for this year and a 5th-round draft pick for next year. And in return, we got the 2nd-round pick in 2025 that they had via trade from the Vikings. All right, so let me know your thoughts on everything like that. Obviously, from a contract standpoint, Houston, they got to take all of that. So, yeah, you know, price doing business. But like I said, man, either way, you know how we're going to be rocking with this thing, and we are already ready to go ahead and retool that position, man. So like I said, you let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Don't forget to hit that like button one more time if you have not done so, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. But either way, you know I appreciate you, and until next time, just remember, don't nobody circle the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.